Welcome to Waterloo School Student News Expo Edition. I'm Luis Gonzalez.
And I'm Diana Carlo.
Thanks to one elementary math teacher, lessons are really hands-on for 5th graders. Let's go inside the Kingsley classroom.
In order from least to greatest.
Stacey Harmon is so great at getting students to talk about their mathematical thinking, and she asks wonderful questions to try to engage the students to think at a higher level.
She makes us explain how we got our answers instead of just writing it down, and she explains exactly what to do instead of just saying doing something. She goes through it with you first.
Because she makes us explain what we're doing and how we're doing it, so that
so we can't just play without
so you can't just
which is probably a good thing.
Stacey does such a great job with understanding where students currently are with their mathematical thinking, having them think a little bit out of the box, and then also uses many different prompts to help the students talk to each other. The environment there is so friendly, and students are so great about asking each other questions.
I feel comfortable asking questions because I see everyone, if they don't understand something, they go up to the teacher or they ask someone near them. She lets you know it's okay to ask questions and that everyone can help you.
And because we know everybody won't make fun of us.
Well, I came here in the middle of the year, and I seen that everybody asks questions, and so whenever I have a question or something, I just ask her. So I don't feel a bit embarrassed about it.
I also like doing partners because your partner, if you don't know something right away, your partner can help you with that.
It really helps in our discussions when we use these games and things like this, but a lot of people share during discussions, and it's usually good for other people to hear what your classmates have to say about it.
She uses the active view with stuff, and it makes it easier.
Learning is fun because she makes it so that we understand it, and it's something a fun activity that we enjoy.
It's very much about the students, and it's about their thinking and their understanding, and no one is afraid to ask questions, no one is afraid to clarify their thinking. It's such a wonderful, supported classroom environment.
I am Deontay Lewis Woodard, and this is my esteemed partner,
Diana Carlo.
Poetry is coming alive in the Waterloo Middle Schools.
Watch the words leap off the page as you check out scenes from Carver's Poetry Slam.
We sit in groups texting, it's so vexing. How is this the best thing? These phones are hexting. A machine is what we are. This is why we aren't going for it. If I can unplug from the machine, maybe I can find out what life means.
Our 8th grade students, they're actually English 9 students, have been studying poetry, looking at a lot of different elements, and we really have an emphasis on sharing it out loud. So in order to make that more authentic, they're going to invite an audience of 7th graders into the classroom, kind of share their knowledge and experience with them.
It's a way to express your feelings and emotions. Exactly. Just expressing yourself to the crowd.
You can just put your heart out on the paper. You don't need to worry about who's going to judge it because it's just your words.
Yeah, I think it's painting a mental picture of a feeling so that that person understands what you want them to grasp.
I can convey more emotions when I write because of that freedom.
We put all of the control in the students' hands, and they have done everything from lighting, from speeches to be MCs, to actually writing the poems, decorating the room, organizing the room, delivering invitations. Everything is done by them. And it's kind of a sign for me of a good unit when I want to be just as involved as they are, but they're kind of taking it up. So I kind of have to sit back and watch, and it's, I want to really dive in and work with them. But they've done such an awesome job of taking off and running with this.
I like his class because he really listens to our ideas.
He takes our ideas into consideration a lot of the times. Like right now, he's letting this be student directed. That's really cool. I've never had that happen before.
Advanced English 9 students have so much creative energy and can really get excited about different units. You just kind of have to let them take off and go.
Welcome back. I'm Cam Moore.
I'm Shadrick Wilson.
Spring is here, and that means the kindergartners Roundup is happening. Here are some details about the big steps for the little ones.
Enrolling your child in kindergarten is an exciting milestone for you and your child. Today we are going to walk through what you'll experience and what materials you'll need to bring to Kindergarten Roundup in the Waterloo schools. All of us in the Waterloo schools are here to serve you and your children. We take this job seriously as we hope your child has a very rewarding year succeeding at the highest level. Kindergarten Roundup is a time to visit your school, meet your child's teacher, and register your student. To get registered, you will need to bring your child and documentation including proof of your child's age, which can be a certified letter signed by your doctor, a birth certificate, or an adoption record. You will also need to show proof of address, including a rental agreement, a current utility bill, cable bill, or a water bill with your name. And you will also need to bring a copy of your child's updated immunization records. It is very important to keep your information, including your address and phone number, updated in the school's main office. This will need to be updated every year. Your child will also take an assessment test at Kindergarten Roundup. This test will be taken on a computer to give the teacher a better understanding of what each student knows. During Roundup, students will be able to tour the school, meet their teacher, and participate in fun activities while their parents are learning about registration forms, schedules, and the standardized dress code for all Waterloo School students. Families will receive a Growing into Kindergarten booklet at registration, which is filled with important information. This booklet includes dress code guidelines, attendance policy, information on the lunch program, and bus procedures. There are also fun learning activities and games to help prepare your child for the very first day of kindergarten. The first day of school can bring jitters to students and families. There are many things that can be done to help prepare your kindergartner for school. Establish a bedtime routine and follow that schedule at least a week before school starts. Be sure your child eats a healthy breakfast every day. Help your child learn the alphabet, numbers, colors, and shapes before school starts, and practice the route to and from school or the bus stop. Here are a few quick tips to be sure your student is successful at school. Attend parent-teacher conferences, keep the school calendar handy, stay informed about school events, read to your child daily, and stay involved in your child's schoolwork. Remember, students whose parents are involved in schoolwork show greater academic achievement. We are delighted to have your child enrolled in kindergarten with the Waterloo Schools, where students have the opportunity for limitless choices. We hope you and your child have a very successful school year.
I'm Luis Gonzalez.
And I'm Diana Carrillo.
Who knew screen print operation is underway and behind the walls of Expo? Check out this behind the scenes look. We do drawings, paintings, we work with shading, we work on computer a lot, images, printing. It's really fun.
You work on graphic design on the computer. There's a computer part, and then there's drawing and painting. A lot of new things that we're working on, so I feel like I can draw a lot of new things now. The dollar bill one that I'm working on right now.
Basically, it's a drawing and painting. It's a graphic design class. I tell students, I teach them how to draw and paint. But then, to take their ideas, we go on to an actual software program, digital media, using either Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator, other industry-specific software programs. And then from there, we make stuff, whether it's actually printing t-shirts or heat pressing products, or we have actually large format printers, which we're going to be doing very large posters for photography class. So it's not just drawing and painting and sculpting, but it's taking their artistic desires and showing them real life skills with real life software programs and making products. So it isn't just projects, we're actually making products.
We helped out with the bullying t-shirts. It's a lot of fun, hard work too. We're going to be making our own t-shirts with designs that we want.
The classes right now, the students that will complete the entire coursework will be getting 8 credits to Hawkeye Community College. My favorite part really is fitting the needs of the learner, finding out what their strengths are and what their desires are to really find out what projects would suit them.
Now let's hear more from Denis. He's a student who helps run the screen print shop. Thanks for joining us. Denis?
Hello.
Tell us about the operation.
There are many operations that go on at Expo. The operations range from screen printing to using computer-based software to create graphics. We draw up graphics, we get it from the customers. They bring it into us, they tell us what they want, they order their sizes of t-shirts. We design it for them and then we print it for them, and we just try to satisfy our customers with what they need.
What programs do you use on the web in order to do the designs?
We have several different programs that we use on the computer. We have programs which are called InDesign, Illustrator, and Photoshop.
What are some of the future plans in the shop?
Our future plans in the shop include printing on maybe laser heads. We have mugs that we could print on, but it requires a process called dye sublimation, which requires a special type of printer. And our future plans are to just print on different types of materials, hats, and stuff like that.
What made you choose to get involved in this?
What made me choose to get involved in this, I have always been passionate about graphic design ever since I was in middle school. I've always wanted to be a graphic designer and sitting in class, drawing up stuff. And I've always just had that thought in my mind. I always enjoyed the process of graphic design and everything that has to do with it.
So how did you get started in the whole program?
I got started by, well, first of all, I finished all my required credits. I had finished all my 44 credits, and I had took a couple of classes with Todd Kern, which is my leader. He leads the graphic design print shop, and he had talked to me about the process and what kind of stuff we could have been doing in there, and he told me he needed a little bit of help. So he let me know that he needed someone to work with him, so I talked to him about it, and we talked about with the school, and got me a job there, and now I'm working.
Is it something you'd like to pursue in the future?
Yes, definitely. I would definitely be wanting to pursue this as a career. My plans after I get done with working with Todd in May, I plan to go to Hawkeye and finish my associate's degree, and then after that I plan to transfer to the University of Iowa and earn my BA in graphic design.
Well, I'm very impressed on everything you've told us today.
Very impressive.
Thanks for watching today.
I'm Diana Carrillo.
I'm Luis Gonzalez.
Que tengan un bien día.
Y que Dios los bendiga.